Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody's favorite podcast. Well, at least mine. Talk to me. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? I see no one here, so I guess I should just start talking. But what's up, everybody? How everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Good morning. I am in Cali, so it is still morning for me. I know some of y'all are like, oh, it's already afternoon. No, it's morning for me. Let's go ahead and play a commercial, and we'll be right back.
Somebody called me and they said that this is a source call. We said that 82 bad views, deny bad views, because they was pointing me to the point like, Wally, see when they got done live, they only got 3 comments for all them views, so that means they bad views. I'm like, oh,
come on now, Wiley, I could have told you, that, and
I'm like, oh,
I know.
Oh,
82 is buying his views. The ratios don't make sense. It don't make sense. How you reaching new milestones with subscribers, but your numbers are still the same? Like, I ain't never seen 82 with like 10K views, 5K views. I've never seen that. I've seen that with like 1,000.
And then what gets me with that situation, he said, how can I be jealous of someone that's buying views? I can't be jealous of that because I know that's.
How you gonna be jealous of your son? You work him.
Oh Lord, thank
you. Funny story. I actually found out who that girl was. I had no clue who that girl was. She's not just a random caller, by the way, but I'll let that go. What's up, Kay? What's up, Cece? What's up, Netta? What's up, Beauty for Ashes? What's up, Diamond? What's up, Mimi? Is that Newburgh? I've never heard of Newburgh before. Okay, Newburgh, New York. Okay, I have to check that out. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. What's up, Kay? Hello. All right. So I know yesterday we kind of touched on it, but I was talking more about another situation. So we didn't really dive into it. And like that news was fresh regarding the whole Storm and Love Jones situation. And I kind of wanted to take it in first before saying anything, even though I kind of did say something last night. But now that I watch CTV, I watch Love Jones, I even watched Storm Show, which we'll get into that as well too, right? So yesterday, CTV woke it up and was all like, hey, Storm is not messing with Love Jones anymore. And he said that he noticed, and let me just say this, because a lot of people were saying, oh, CTV was being messy. A lot of people had noticed that Love Jones and Storm really weren't collaborating anymore. A lot of people had noticed it. Now, what I thought it was is because she's more into like that manosphere pink pill space. You know, she's in her feminist era. So that's what I thought it was. And he doesn't fit that brand. So it wouldn't make sense for them to really collaborate and stuff like that. But I guess she wasn't moderating and she wasn't like, you know, in the live show, like, you know, watching as a viewer. So people have noticed that because somebody even brought it up to me and I was like, that's interesting. Like, I don't know. I was like, I think everything is cool, but you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of people were interested in their dynamic because it's all like, okay, are they friends? Are they in a relationship? You know, there was the video where she was kissing all over him. So people were like curious, like, okay, what's really the situation? I like them as individuals. So my opinion about them is not going to change. Like, you know, it's not like, oh, they have to be together in order for me to watch or for me to like them or whatever, right? But what's interesting is that Love Jones had no clue that she was blocked or anything. She didn't know that there was any issue. And so she was surprised when she seen CTV go live and say that she was blocked and everything like that because she was like, what happened? Like, I don't know. Now, does she not know? Like, you know, she has no inkling because like she didn't give like really like an answer to it. It was more like maybe he felt something in the underworld that was brewing, and you know, he talked to the psychics and the psychics told him something. it was kind of confusing because like she said like, oh, I don't want to say, or I don't want to put something out there. And then she even said another point that she was going to say it on her channel, but she never did say it, or at least I missed, you know, what the point was. But again, she was hurt, and rightfully so, because imagine you don't know that you've been cut off and everybody else knows it before you. Rightfully so, right? I'm not even going to pretend like, oh, she's not right for the way she feels. No, she's right. That's how she feels, and she has every right to feel that way. Let me bring up the post. Because this is what really set it off. And I had seen it, but I was just thinking like, oh, okay, well, yeah, he means like spiritually. Like that's the way I took it. I didn't read too much into it. Can y'all see it? Hold on, let me blow it up. Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. And shout out to everybody coming in the room. Hey, Lisa. So it said, he said, y'all, one thing about this season, I'm grateful, truly. When you finally clean house, cut off the spiritual leeches, and let God show you who's who, the peace hits different. Some people were attached to my energy, but never added to my spirit. Some were smiling in my face while draining me dry. And some were only connected to the access, not the assignment. But I released all that. I'm lighter, I'm clearer, and I'm honestly better off without them. If they've been struggling to let go, take this as your sign. Protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Here are a few verses that hit home for me during this purge. Now, I did not read the Bible verses, so I will definitely check those out later to really get what he's trying to say. And then he says, if they couldn't walk with me in purpose, they can't stand with me in this next chapter. And guess what? I'm good with that. New season, new boundaries, new blessings. Let the leeches stay gone. Now, again, when I originally read this, I thought this was maybe like some spiritual stuff, or maybe, you know, he found Jesus and, you know, he's turning over a new leaf. You know, take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn to pieces. It's my offering, yeah. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and sing to you the song. Take me to the King. Truth is I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. No, no. Okay, the spirit hit me, y'all, but I don't know the words. You know, I don't know the words, but the spirit was hitting me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I thought he was in his Take Me to the King bag. I didn't know he was in my I'ma cut you bitches off bag. Yo. So yeah. So and then CTV got the text from Storm, and Storm basically confirmed, like, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like he said, something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing, like, oh, this is all I'm gonna say. Something about the leeches and all this other stuff. So again, he didn't deny or confirm, but if you're cool with somebody, you will literally say, hey, I am cool with this person. I have no issue with this person. You're not just gonna leave it like lingering or having people wonder like, like what's going on? And it could be this, because I don't think people realize this. sometimes when you just like in a whole new world, a whole new era, you are changing and transforming. You just be all like, okay, I just kind of want to cut off everybody. Storm seems like one of those people where he just cuts people off. Like he doesn't give you a warning. Like I don't think Storm is one of those people like, oh no, we have to have a conversation. We got to sit down. We got to like, I'm one of those people, like I have to have closure by telling you F you. I want you to know that I hate you. So I'm going to be totally disrespectful and I'm going to say the F you to you, right? Because I want you to know that that's how much I hate you. But some people are more mature, way more mature than I am. And what they will do is just cut you off. And so it could be a thing where like, I just kind of want to get rid of all the YouTubers. I don't want to be associated with them. I just want to leave them all alone. That could be a thing. I get in those moods too because y'all get on my nerves. So, some YouTubers, I want to cut them off, Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. Shout out to Princess. Shout out to Sean Talks. When you have to have a conversation, that's how you know you're not done. Oh, Nitwit, you know what? You might have a point. Maybe he's just all like, yeah, we don't need no conversation. We're done. And like I said, they don't do the same kind of content. Love Jones was even talking about she didn't really like the celebrity black tea sector stuff because she, was getting harassed and bullied. And so she didn't really like it, So it wasn't her shtick. It wasn't her thing. And she even mentioned, and I think this is where Aaliyah was going, where she said like, oh yeah, I was bullied by people and something about like, yeah, I've never been called a beard so many times and shit. So I think that she didn't say and shit, but she did say I've never been called a beard before so many times. But I think that also was her way of just kind of like releasing like, damn, I stuck by you and you just gonna do me like this? What's up, Mr. Nobody in real life? That's probably how, not probably, that is how she felt. Like, damn, after all this shit, you just gonna drop me like a bad habit? Like, what happened? Baby, the disrespect is all the closure anyone needs. Oh, that's some words right there, Ronnie. That's some words. She slept with Storm as well. So what he wants to hit. Hold on. Now, what I understand is that, he just had an oral fixation. Not that they actually had intercourse, but again, that's here nor there. But I don't want to make it seem like he just hit it and quit it or something like that. Like these are two grown consenting adults, so whatever that they did is what they did. I don't think it's like that at all. Like no, because I mean, obviously they were still cool after that whole night or whatever. So it wasn't that kind of situation at all. Cammy, go to bed. I'm timing you out for like 30 years because go to bed, okay? She shouldn't handle the YouTube street. She couldn't handle the YouTube streets. Yeah, you guys, I want to tell you this too. Because I just don't want y'all to eat up Love Jones like that. I know I get on here and make it look easy. Like I can go back and forth with people and stuff like that. But I was even saying yesterday that I honestly hate going back and forth with people. I hate going back and forth with people. Like, I hate that I have to get down in the gutter and say something that's going to hurt you to your core. I honestly hate doing that. I'm going to be so honest. I do not like going back and forth with people. Like, fun, back and forth, like that doesn't bother me. But like when I have to go, like, I know that you've been X, Y, and Z, and your life is like this, and your mama was a crackhead, your daddy left you. Like, when I have to go there with people, I hate that. I do not like it. No, I do it, but I don't like it personally. I'm just going to be honest. I got a phone call. I missed some of the show 82. You can sing. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Then don't. Well, Princess, it's easy to say then don't, but sometimes I have to make sure that they know that I'm not playing with them. So sometimes I do go low. Not sometimes, I do go low when I need to. If you go low, as soon as you say something about your auntie, your uncle, as soon as you go with the family, I'm gonna strike back. I'm going to strike back. And I'm going to go low. As soon as you say that, as soon as you go with the uncle, the auntie, I'm going to hit you very low. Because you're trying to hit me low. So I'm gonna hit you harder. Listen, I told this in my membership, but I had today somebody was calling me every name but the child of God, right? What's up, Snoopy? How you doing? They're calling me every name but a child of God. And I said, well, you need that 12-step program. And I got blocked. Now, you called me every name, but I just said you need a 12-step program and you blocked me. They can't handle it. Because you can hit me with a whole bunch of lies, but as soon as I hit you with the truth, you block me. I don't understand. Like, and that's the thing too. When I hit them low, then they want to block. Come on now. You can't block me and you've been saying X, Y, and Z about me, And I'm not going to even repeat the things because they're not true, but I'm just like, whatever you say, it's whatever. But, if you want that back and forth, I can give it to you, but don't be mad when I give it to you. Don't be mad. You say it as I haven't been a victim. No, I know, Princess, trust me. I know you've been through some shit on this platform. I know you can relate. And that's why you should know that you have to hit these motherfuckers low. You have to. Right. No one should ever come after the Godfather. Never. And this is what happens. Like, okay, you want to say X, Y, and Z about me? All right, then I'm going to hit you where it hurts. And I know where it hurts. But even with that being said, you guys, I don't like being mean. I'm in real life, I'm not a mean person. I don't like being that kind of person, but I will. If I have to, I will go there. But don't make me go there. Like, I want to be cool with everybody. I don't want no enemies or nothing like that. I don't want no problems, no issues. Remember yesterday I was telling y'all, like, how come us as YouTubers, we don't go on tour with each other and do live shows and debates and stuff like that? Like, why don't we do that as YouTubers? We can make some real money. That's the kind of level that I want to go into in 2026. Like, all this negative energy, I'm leaving it here in 2025. Because 2026, I'm gonna hit that 100K and I'm gonna act brand new like I don't know y'all. So, and again, at least I'm telling y'all in advance that I'll be acting brand new when I hit that 100K. But anyway, but yeah, like, I really do. I don't like going low. And I know, and here's the thing, whenever I do it, they start yelling and screaming, and then they start crying. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Because I always look like the bad guy. Like, I'm the one who's the bad person. So that's why I hate hitting people low. But again, back to the subject at hand with Love Jones and Love Jones and Storm. Love Jones has every right to feel the way she does because she was caught off guard and she did not know. Now, again, Storm went live yesterday, but Storm went live with content about Diddy's alleged mother. That's what he went live with. So Storm knew how to play the game. See, This is why some content creators will be above the leap, because they'll be like, oh, I got momentum right now, so let me go live, but I ain't gonna go live with what y'all want me to talk about. I'm gonna go live about this. That guy is smart. He knew it. He knew it. He was all like, oh, I'm gonna go live with this and not address what y'all want me to address. Excuse me. And trust me, he knows that everybody wants him to address the elephant in the room. But he was all like, nah, I'm just gonna get y'all over here to watch my actual content. Smart. And listen, I still haven't bought his membership to his website. I still haven't bought it. Is it free? Hold on, is it free, y'all? To his app? I still haven't bought it. So possibly this could be something that he already addressed and we just don't know it. If he dropping shit in his app and he's already addressed this and we just find it out now, he is smart. Let me tell you, 2026 AT2 getting the app, by the way. But yeah, they do that in tech sector and camera. They have collab orgies. I don't want the orgy part, but I would like I don't want the orgy part, but I would like collab and go on tour and stuff like that. Yes. No, it's paid. Okay, it's paid. Okay. Now, what I do believe is that he will probably address the stuff on his app, which is very smart. Make people pay for it. Make them pay for it and make them, make your money. You better, now some of y'all be like, oh, AT2, that's petty. Why would you want to make? No, that's how it is. Pay me for my entertainment. If you want me to be the entertainment, you need to pay me for it. Totally get it. Totally understand it. But something tells me that he hasn't addressed it because a few of you in my chat, y'all subscribe to his app, right? He hasn't addressed it there. Listen, Storm owed me a free membership. If y'all start paying for his app and all of a sudden he get more memberships, I better get a free monthly membership then. It's the lack of accountability for me. With who, Ronnie? Hold on. Let me go ahead and drop the link if any of y'all have anything y'all want to say about the situation. Lord, y'all gonna have all of these. Y'all gonna have these two people mad at me now because we'll keep it to like 2 minutes each. Like, I don't want y'all to go on a tangent and be hold on. Thank you for the $2, but you will be blocked on the backup channel as well too. You are dead to me. I want nothing to do with you. Get out of here, weirdo. And I'm keeping the money. I'm keeping the money. Thank you. I ain't gonna refuse it, but you're blocked on phone, blocked on email. Now you're blocked on the backup channel. Goodbye. Have a great day. Goodbye. How dare you come over here? Where Ronnie at? Now, how you gonna do all that talking and not explain yourself? Where the hell she go? Wait, hold on. Wasn't I just talking about how I don't like to hurt people and now Listen. That person has tried to hurt me. So, I blocked them and that was it. That's all they needed. Here we go. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing?
Blocked on email, now you're blocked on the backup.
I think you got me playing in the background.
Have a great day. Goodbye.
You got me playing in the background.
Where's Ronnie at? Now,
you got me talking and not yourself. Ronnie.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
I don't like to hurt people.
Ronnie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you got me playing.
Okay. Wait a minute, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I got to do something. I'm so sorry.
So,
There we go. There we go. No, Papa. First off, let me just say, hey, AT and hey, AT2 tubers. So when I was saying about it's the lack of accountability for me, people always want to talk about like, oh, you cut me off, or, this person don't speak to me, or for whatever. But nobody ever wants to talk about the backstory. Nobody ever wants to, excuse me, nobody ever wants to talk about the process that the other person has to go through in order to get to that point to where I say, I'm going to cut you off. And to me, that is just buying into this state of perpetual victimhood. See, a lot of people, they don't want situations to get better. They like to be in that victim stage because it's the way that they know who they are. It's their identity. Because if they were to go over, and if they were to cross over and say, hey, you know what, AT2, I did X, Y, and Z. And you know what? I was in a low vibrational state. I was arguing with my man. This bitch at my job is fucking with me, and it was misdirected, and I took that out on you. And listen, thank you for extending grace to me and allowing me to do that. And from the bottom of my heart, I apologize, baby. That is shit too hard. That's too hard for people. They'd rather cling on. They rather cling on to this identity. Well, fuck you and your mom. Oh shit! I'm sorry, AT2. I'm sorry. Well, F you and your mama too. You ain't mad. You mad at me? You ain't talking to me. Good. You ain't got to talk to me, because that means that they don't have to grow. That means that they can stay exactly where they're at because they're comfortable with that. So when I say it's the accountability for me, what I meant to say it's the lack of accountability for me. But but that's the way it is. And especially on these YouTube streets. Listen, listen, AT, you know what? You are at this point in the game, you are my best friend on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your ins and outs. I know what you give me when you get online. And so by that much, that's how much grace I can give you. But in real life, we got to go above and beyond. And let's face it, darling, we get our information. We're doing a lot of our relationships online. So people are doing real shit online without real world consequences. And this is where we have. Now, listen, Storm, I watch Storm, but not the way I watch AT2. And I saw that little connection with him and Love Jones. And you know what? Everything's got to change. And the thing is that I don't know what Love Jones's position is at, but, I would hope that as grown people, we could say this: hey, we had a good season. Thank you for the lessons. I release you into greater life and all the blessings on you. You go your way, I go mine. It is what it is.
And she did say she still has love for Storm. She did say that. Baby,
that's the divine feminine. That is the divine feminine. That's the divine feminine that's found in every woman with melanin in her. That is the divine feminine. And so it is. But now notice, this shit didn't happen between Love Jones and Storm. This is YouTube making this shit big. Clock it. Melanie, Love Jones didn't say shit. Storm didn't say shit. Storm to move in the way that he needed to. Melanie, she just allowed the access. You gonna move the way you move, I'm gonna have to move my way. But at no point did either one of them release a statement like, this person is full of shit or blah, 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 blah. Now, the way that Storm may have paraphrased it, it may have been triggering, but notice, it's not what I call you, it's what you respond to. And Love Jones didn't respond to nothing.
That's interesting. Okay. So you're under the impression that, when he was talking about the leeches or whatever, that probably still could not be about Love Jones necessarily.
Listen, baby, I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know what is in Storm's heart. Okay. But listen, for me, AT, I follow you. You know why I follow you? Because I like you. I follow you because I want to show support. All of that is, that it's under that umbrella. Now, if Storm unfollowed Love Jones, there's something there. But now here's the question. Is any of that my business?
You're right.
Is any of that my business? But because because we live in a world of clicks and views, because we're like likes and follows, this shit has cachet. This shit has legs. You got Storm, coming back from Africa, reigniting his DNA with his ancestral blood. You got Love Jones doing whatever Love Jones doing, but the YouTube streets. Did you see that? Storm unfollowed Love Jones, so there must be some stuff there. At any given point, none of that is my business. You know what else was none of my business? What was none of my business was the family dynamics between you and your family. Now, someone else brought that in there. Okay. And wait a minute. And that individual that it's like Voldemort, shall be nameless. Darling, that individual, yeah. That individual knew that tea was worth clicks and views. That was worth clicks and views at the expense of AT2's privacy, at the expense of AT2's peace of mind. And whenever you go and you're going to parcel somebody's peace of mind for that, nothing you build on that foundation will ever stand. Nothing you build on that foundation will ever stand. And I'm going to say this, AT. I'm going to say this, and this is not an attack on you, darling. I'm going to say this to you.
Yeah,
everything that comes out of your mouth is a spell, baby. Everything that comes out of your mouth, baby, it's in the word. Your word cannot come back to you. Your word cannot come back to you empty until where you send it. And the more you pontificate on this individual's toxicity, the longer you keep that ish up. Now, it's all about intentionality. If you're doing that so that you can draw eyes to your channel, okay, well done. But at the end of the day, the only way to distinguish any fire is by cutting off the oxygen. And in that situation, baby, you the oxygen. That's it. That's all.
You're right. Yep.
No, and Papa, I don't like that because my ego don't need to be right. My ego don't need to be right. But like I said, no, mijo. And what I say by that, baby, what I say,
I give it oxygen to let it spread and breathe. AT, on my side, I'm like, look at AT is getting his views and stuff like that. Because at the end of it, I like my prayers, like, I hope he really ain't taking this ninja seriously. I hope he's looking at this individual as a highly damaged individual, and the infection has gotten so bad. We're talking about spiritual toxicity. That individual still deserves, that individual still deserves love. That individual still deserves a place, with some grace, but not at my expense. But not at my expense, and not at yours either. Not at yours either. And I'm gonna say this much. AT. If he had some designs on you, if Mr. Toxicity Donut had some designs on you in the sexual nature, this is all I could say. Could you blame the man? At least he got good taste. At least he got good taste. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And listen, I know you don't want your ego stroke, but I want my stroke.
You know what? He did. Hey, wait a minute. And AT, let me tell you something. I've seen this individual maybe once or twice. And I'm gonna say this to you. Now, this is the spiritual psychic portion of me. Now, if in a different timeline, what went down did go down. Let me tell you something, AT2. Let me tell you something. He'd have oral fixated you so goddamn good, you'd have had to pull the sheets out your ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, some people got talents. I feel that I look at him and that I feel that he would have a very good talent in that area.
Left my body. Is that
What's that?
My soul would have left my body. Is that what you
said? You know what? And you'd have came back and gave us some information from the Akasha records of what's going on the other side. But baby, and wait a minute, and if your soul did not come back to you, 82, I can guarantee you it would have taken 4 morticians to wipe the smile off your face. And AT, let me see this. Listen, and AT, if the embalmers did not get you and rigor mortis said it, it most definitely would have been an open casket funeral. It had no choice to be an open casket funeral.
Wow.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath.
You know what? I'm processing so much in my head right now.
Wait a minute, NAT, and wait a minute. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel when I read these cards and all this information comes at me? Baby, I'm in a state of what you in right now, honey, okay? It ain't easy. It ain't easy being Ronnie. It ain't easy being Ronnie, but I come out here and I do the best I can.
You didn't even need the cards. You was able to you just knew.
It gets right there. It gets right there. It gets to that point, Papa. It does get to that point, you know? It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you'd have been saying that too. You'd have been, oh God, oh God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You'd have been praying. Oh yeah. He got that gift. He got that gift. He got that gift.
Oh my God.
AT, had it went down, I'm telling you right now, he'd have changed your DNA. Because he look it. And wait a minute. And you know, and listen, I like what you said. You pro ho. I like that. You know, I like, because I'm very pro sex too. But here it is. If this individual is an escort, that's only proof that we are living in Trump's America. That is showing that we are in a recession. Oh yes.
You right. When we go through a recession, people start hoeing. So
listen, baby, because if that boy can make him some money doing a little strange for some change, I know I'm about to go into a brand new. I'm about to go into a brand new tax bracket. In 2026, we're going into a brand new tax bracket. Yes, we are. I know I got skills.
Were you the person who told me no? Because I heard that 2026 is supposed to be the year of the Sagittarius.
I didn't say that. No, that I did not say that. Now,
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, baby. You know, I'm working these 2 jobs right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm working these 2 jobs. And so there's only so much I can do, but I will tell you this much. I will say this. 2026 is going to be a brand new day, baby. It's the year of the 10. It's the year of the 10, and we're talking brand new cycles, baby. So anything that you do not want carrying with you into this brand new cycle, baby, say goodbye to it right now. You got a few weeks. This is for everybody for AT2. Y'all got a few weeks to say goodbye to the bullshit. Okay? Bad relationships with money. Say goodbye to your scarcity mentality. Say goodbye to low vibrational people. You got to say goodbye to all of that. We coming into the year of a 10, a brand new cycle. And listen, you can say goodbye to something and you can feel okay grieving it. But what you cannot do is you cannot invite it to your next level. That situation is not going there. You are, and so many of us, we block our blessings by trying to pray for the shit that the universe took away from us. That man, that woman, that job, that situation. Oh, I miss them. Oh, I miss that, or something like that. You're not supposed to miss it. You learned your lesson. You need to go forward. You need to move forward. And 2026 is going to be that year. But so many of us, we get so familiar. 82, it's very funny how as human beings, we get very comfortable being uncomfortable. And that identity of discomfort is what we now accept. No, baby, none of us were here to be made uncomfortable. We were here to thrive. We were here to elevate. So that's what we do. That's what we do.
Wow. Oh, that was deep. Yes, I
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah. But now, AT, I'm gonna tell you something, AT, and I'm not trying to insinuate nothing. I'm not trying to insinuate nothing. I'm just gonna say this. In the name of science. Okay, we're gonna do science. Okay, we're gonna do science. If there's ever a time that you are intoxicated, you're not in your right mind, and if that individual offers, I want you to take that offer. And I want you to report if everything I said did not come to pass, okay? Because I'm telling you, I know people, and I know he got that skill. I know people, and I know he got that skill. Because see, I'm sorry, non-melanated people are very impressed by shit, okay? But melanated people, it takes a little more. It takes a little more to impress us. I believe he just ain't read he just not have come across the right match. That's what I
think. Wow.
I sure do.
This is why I quit drinking, so I don't put myself.
Well, listen, yeah, baby. Like, listen, sweetheart. You know, I don't applaud anybody for quitting nothing, honey. I see a winner in you, so you may want to revisit that, okay? But yeah.
Oh my god. Quick question, Ronnie, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Do you see anything for Aquariuses in 2026? Or
baby, 2026 is going to be. You know, I'm an Aquarian with the Sagittarius rising. I'm an Aquarius with the Sagittarius rising, and for us Aquarians, these last 3 years in particular, we've been going through it. But my Aquarians. Baby, this is what I want you to do before the new year comes. Before the new year comes, my Aquas, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of paper, and I want you on one side, I want you to write down everything that you are rebuking. I want you to write down everything that you are rebuking. And then on the other side, I want you to write everything that you want to come into fruition. Because see, the universe has to work in balance. You just cannot say, I don't want this, because you're going to leave a vacuum. The universe doesn't work like that. Okay, you don't want this, but what do you want? You see? So we gotta remain balanced on that. So here it goes. So for my Aquas, particularly my Aquas, because we've been through it. And we survived. Number one, let me just point this out. We survived. Aquas, we survived. You know what that means? Now, we're not coming out of this shit undamaged. But let me tell you something about damaged people. Damaged people are the most dangerous people on the planet because we know that we can survive anything. All right. So I want you to take that in your back pocket. But here it is. When you write down all the things that you are rebuking, keep that in your mind. Then I want you to turn around and look at that paper of all the things that you want to come through. And here's what I want. While you've got a vision of everything that you want coming through into 2026, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the universe. And I want you to challenge the universe by saying, show me how good it can be. Show me how good it can be. When you do that, you burn that piece of paper, throw it out your window, and baby, I want you to release any type of attachment to any outcome because you've already had the conversation with spirit. You've already had the conversation with God. You already had the conversation with universal mind, whatever you call it. And then here it is. You eliminate the how. The how is not your business. How it's going to manifest is not your business. You just know that your words cannot come back to you empty until where you send them. Period. The end.
Oh, I'm going to do that too. Shit.
Yeah, wait a minute, sweetheart. I said for Aquas, baby, that is for anybody. That if it resonated with you, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah. Now, hold on, Ronnie, because everybody putting their sign in the chat and wants you. No. Ronnie has her own channel. I just dropped her link, so y'all go support her and pay the lady.
Oh my God! Thank you, babe. Thank you. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Let me tell you something, y'all. So I did a live the night before, right? And I'm talking to my little terabytes. That's what I call my subscribers. I'm talking my little terabytes, right? And towards the end, I see AT2. And listen, y'all, and I just said my sign off and everything. And I see AT2. I was like, oh my baby, I was over here screaming like a spanked child, honey. I was so AT. You have no idea what you did for me when you joined my live, baby. And I thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah. You know what? We'll definitely do an interview and we'll tap into spirituality because it's something that I've always been curious about. And I think also too, a lot of people don't understand it. So they think because, of religion, they need to stay away from it, but they're not tapped into that source.
Baby, I'm going to tell you something. I'm from Chicago and I'm what they call a house head. Okay. I love Chicago house. And so when I post my little social. Yes. I will try to link it with a house song. All right. And there was a house song and the individual wrote on my comment. He goes, oh, you got me with the song, but I'm going to stick with God. To which I swear, baby, in no point in anything have I ever asked anybody to rebuke anything. I've never asked anybody to do that. And the thing is that I understand where that, after years of doing this, I understand where that's come from. And baby, that's an insecurity about your faith. You want to pontificate that on me. You want to apply things that were written in the King James Bible, King James, by the way, who was the son of Mary, Queen of Scots, who was quiet while his mother was getting his head cut off because he knew that if he did anything, he would not be king. He got that Bible rewritten. And then especially, yeah. And wait a minute, sweetie. And then that part about, the homosexuality, baby, listen, I feel that this individual that we don't talk about, Toxic Donut, I feel that he is a descendant of King James because King James had that talent too. Oh, yes.
Not the head doctor.
Oh, yeah. King James was the original throat goat. Oh, yes.
Oh my God. Oh
yes. Wow. Yes, child. There have been many members in the royal chambers, so to speak.
Oh yeah. Listen, we know about them royals.
Yeah, baby. Look it. Harry got himself Meghan. He got away.
Yep.
We can't say the same. We can't say the same for William.
Oh yeah, William is trapped. Yeah,
poor William, he looks just like his daddy. Shit. Ugh.
Listen, William looks like his granddaddy. William looks old.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Let me not even get into that because I don't want to offend nobody. But I'm probably going with that. But anyway, Ronnie, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate
me, baby. You know me. I don't mind offending nobody. But it is. All right, baby. I love you. You all take care. Sweetie.
All right, have a good one. Love you too. And shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. She said, I was just shouting you out about how you support smaller channels popping into their lives. Love that about you. Thank you, Celebrity Scandalous. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I said, I always say that I never want to come off like I'm better than anybody or I'm bigger than everybody. I don't like doing that. The only reason why I do that is because I have to shut motherfuckers down, right? But I'm a person that is a fan of YouTubers. I'm fans of other people. The reason why I do what I do is because, I'm a fan of personalities. So, you have all these different personalities that you can find on this platform. And so it doesn't matter their subscriber count. It matters if they're entertaining or not. So I'm always going to support people. And just know when I'm saying like a little blogger, smaller bloggers, I'm talking about the people that are small-minded, not necessarily smaller bloggers, you know? But that was a word right there. I'm gonna have to chop that up, Ronnie, because yeah, I'm gonna make that its own segment. That was deep. But yeah, shout out to Ronnie. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel. And yeah, y'all go pay for some readings. I ain't gonna have her do everybody read it right now. And she didn't even use no cards. Is Kay still here? Kay, you want to come up and tell us about what the moons and the stars say today? I heard we in retrograde. You want to come up, Kay, or you good? What did the moon and the stars tell you about Storm and whatchamacallit? What they tell you about Storm and Love Jones? But no, but I like what Ronnie said, because technically I had heard like some rumblings like, I don't think they get down with each other no more, AT2. I think something happened. And I've heard this from a couple of people, not just one person, a couple of people, but it wasn't my place to say. And I'm not throwing CTV under the bus at all. I'm not throwing him under the bus. What I'm saying is like, you know, if no one comes out and say anything publicly, that I'm not going to come out and say anything publicly. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, you know, I just figured like, because she does a totally different thing and he does a totally different thing. That's what I figured. But, you know, it was just weird that, wait, y'all were cool, right? Like what happened? You know, and everybody's going to be curious. Like when you're cool with somebody and then they disappear, you're going to wonder what happened naturally. We were trying to, yeah, I know y'all trying to get a clear. I see what y'all's trying to do. Yesterday was the 12th. It was supposed to mean something. Really, the 12th? Oh, maybe I should have asked Ronnie what the 12th meant. So the 12th means something. Okay. I don't know that. I know what the 19th mean. My motherfucking birthday. So part 1 of my birthday, which is going to be celebrated on my actual birthday, that is still happening. That is still going on. But part 2, I was supposed to be going to Reno, and now I'm not going to Reno no more. Oh, I got to cancel that room. I'm not going to Reno anymore, so I'm a little disappointed. But part 1 is still going down, so I need to, you know, listen, I'm looking forward to my birthday either way, right? But now I'm like, oh, well, shit, now I don't have any plans for like the weekend. Like, but again, in 4 days after my birthday, I'm going to Vegas anyway to go see my parents. So it's not like I'm not doing anything, you know? So yeah, I just got to stop tripping. But you know, Reno's my favorite place. And I was like, it was just the way that it was told to me. It's all like, yo, I already booked the room. You could have let me know that day, like, hey, it's not going down or whatever. And so it's like, whatever, you know, I made other plans with other people anyway for my actual birthday. So it is what it is. Now I could still say F it and still go. I could, yeah, I can definitely catch the trip because it's supposed to be snowing. That, like, it's a legit reason why it's canceled, because it's supposed to be snowing. But technically, I can catch the train to Reno. Yeah, I could do the bus too. I could do that. I'd rather do the train though. What's up, Zero No Highest? How you doing? It's been, what's up, Audrey? How you doing? Weren't you a Jaguar Wright's fan, like a fan of Jaguar Wright? I think I remember you, Audrey. If that's you, is that you? Oh my god, that weirdo left me a voicemail. So I guess when you block somebody, they can still leave you a voicemail. Or maybe she left that a long time ago and I'm just seeing it now. Ay, ay, ay. Our wind chill is 0 today. A little snow is nothing. You know, we're from California, so we're not used to the snow like that. Like, you got to put on chains and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of people will either fly or they'll whatchamacallit, take the train. Like, I do have a truck, so I mean, technically I could drive. I just rather not. No. Like, I want to be faded before I get there, during, after, you know. Like, I'm trying to get drunk. And the area that it is called Truckee. That's the part that gets snow. It's probably not even snowing in Reno, but in the Truckee part, that's where it's snowing. Yeah, they can still leave voicemail. Okay. Hey, were you not coming up? I thought you were going to come up. Yeah, you don't know what chains are. Y'all don't have chains on your cars. Whenever it snows, you literally have to put on chains on your tires. Mind you, I don't know how to do that shit. So, say if I drive and it starts snowing, right? I would literally have to wait like 2 hours for somebody to come on and me pay them to put on the chains for me. I don't know how to do it. I've never had to do it before, but yeah, you have to put on chains on your tires to drive in the snow here. Yeah, we're still walking around in flip-flops with pedicures in Cali, right? We don't drive in the snow or ice in Texas. We stay inside. Yeah, see, that's not a thing that we do here. We don't be driving in extreme weather like that. Snow is extreme weather. Hell no, we don't have to do that. We have infrastructure. You know, it's interesting because as long as, I don't know why it's like that, but I guess it is like that. Oh, there's Kay. Oh, it says your thing. Fix your internet. Your internet ain't working, Kay. Your internet. You don't have to get on camera. Use your phone. I'm in flip-flops all year. Rain is extreme too. Yeah, rain is extreme. Yeah. Especially when it's pouring. Like, yeah. Everybody pretends like they don't know how to drive when it's like raining hard out here. So, oh, there we go. I think you're here. Hey, Kay, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes. You know what 1212 was, by the way?
Well, I mean, when we look at 1212, it's just the fact, kind of like how you do 1111 or 88, it's a portal. And so, yeah, so it's a portal.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to fall through any portals, but Celebrity Scandalous was curious. But yeah, I'm happy that you came up. Thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know I love you.
Yeah. But so are we going through retrograde right now? Maybe this is why all of this shit is going on.
So we're coming out of retrograde week in retrograde season. So in all actuality, I am working on the 2026 astrology to kind of explain some of what I call the big three, right? And you know, we were in Mercury retrograde for a little bit, and now we're coming out of shadow. So what you're seeing is some of the things that occurred, let's say about 6 weeks ago, right? You know, you're seeing the aftermath of it now. Think Todd and Candy, right? So things that had already started like back in July, which is when we had some big major planets go retrograde, right? They started in July, but you didn't know about it. And it's only once the planet comes out of retrograde that you actually start to see what was being hidden, right? So what we have is like Saturn coming out of retrograde, which is a Capricornian planet, right? That is about restriction and just kind of making sure that you're on the up and up, right? That those types of planets are coming out of retrograde. And all of this stuff is going to be extremely important next year, around February 20th of next year, that you really have to have some real conversations with yourself. So all of that to say is that, folks have asked me for classes for a long time. I love astrology, but now I'm like taking it to the next level, and I will have a class beginning at the beginning of the year.
Yay! That is good. I like that.
To where you can understand what these big three kind of movements mean for you moving forward, why it's different from 10 years ago and to who you are now. And so, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are feeling movements and changes, and you as a Sag, because I done looked at your chart.
Yes.
So this is obviously big Sag energy right now, what we've got going on right now, which is expansive and explosive and in a good way, right? But also is very optimistic, right? And when that optimism is, I don't want to say the word checked because that sounds weird, but mean. But when it's checked, like that over optimism, there's a different type of energy that shows up, and it's fire and it's mad and it's like,
this is why I've been cussing out everybody.
This is why you've been cussing everybody the hell out. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah.
I knew it was something. Like I knew, like I was like, this isn't normal for me. Well, let me stop lying. It is normal, but around this time, I shouldn't be cussing people out. And there was a reason for that. I knew I was feeling something. Like the energy was kind of off, and I was all like, why am I really going at it with these people? It's because they have really tried to not diminish my character, but diminish everything that I have accomplished. And when that is questioned, mind you, I don't care about the whole bot thing. Oh, you buy bots or whatever. I know it's not true, and YouTube knows that it's not true, so I'm not tripping, right? But it's the fact that they who are not successful can tell me how to be successful. It's like, how dare you? When I'm the blueprint, I'm the innovator, I'm the standard, I'm the godfather of YouTube. How dare you ever question me?
Well, okay, how do I put this? There's obviously conversations that you and I have off screen, right? And this is a very public forum. So, she ain't trying to put your business out there on Front Street like that. And I hope I don't sound country. I know you say that I sound country, but I don't think I sound country.
No, you definitely sound country. Yeah.
So the different placements, like you have to specifically look at certain individuals that are causing some of this hard trial and tribulation, right? And where that sits. And there is some very strong energy that you have from a particular sign, right? And that's always going to give that, to you. And it's always going to be about like where you have invested your time and energy. And so that is a bit of a pain point for you. But the moment that you kind of say, all right, yeah, I'm not going to engage. But you have to say you're not going to engage and actually like don't engage.
And mean it. Yeah.
All that fire energy in you doesn't allow you to necessarily not engage. So you're not one of those don't start none, won't be none, right? Like you're gonna, like, if you're gonna start it, it's gonna be something. So
right.
And I think we all have to know those types of things about ourselves. And I think you know that about yourself. Other people don't necessarily know that about you. And then therefore they are able to exploit that little piece that rises to the occasion. And not only rises to the occasion, but will bring their own gasoline and their matches. So, so one must be careful and handle, cautiously.
Yeah, cautiously, handle with care.
Yes, handle with care. That part.
Yeah, I kind of glossed over when you were saying something. So back to Storm and Love Jones, you were talking about in June something about the trees were blowing in the wind and they were going through their own retrograde. And so basically what I got from that is that this situation was probably brewing for a long time and now it's finally came to head. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. What's up, Demetria? Yeah, that's what I feel too. I feel like this was a situation that had been brewing for a while and it just finally hit. And what it was is that you have two people who, and let me give them credit, they're professionals, right? Love Jones is a professional and Storm is a professional. This is probably something that we would never have known unless somebody brought it to the internet. And because it was brought to the internet, now we know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we saw that same type of energy show up yesterday when I was, not just with the Storm and Love Jones, but also with another content creator that was out there telling the business, right? So when you get certain things off of your chest like that, it allows you to move forward freer. And so I'm not super familiar with the Love Jones and Storm Monroe scenario outside of what, you and I were DMing about. But what you kind of see it exploding in little pockets, little fires everywhere. Right. So, I'm trying to not say the other content creator's name, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. So, you're seeing it all over. It's not coincidence. No coincidence, it's not a coincidence.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It honestly reminds me of the Sherelle and Perry situation. Before everything came ahead with that, I was already feeling like it feels like this is going to come to an end. I just didn't know how it would end. Now, it had a little help ending because somebody had interfered with our relationship, but I had always knew something was brewing just because like through the years there had been little things. And I think for me, the situation that happened with Sherelle and Perry was like the final straw. And so that's why I snapped. But it would have happened anyway, and it needed to happen just so that both of us were free to where they can do their own thing and then I can go off and do my own thing. And it's not that, oh, well, we know you because of this person that you used to be connected to. No, you know me because of me. And so I feel like I needed that break. But I'll tell you something. I said that I would never talk to Sherelle and Perry ever again. I've been thinking about recently texting Perry just to say like, hey, I hope everything is good. I hope everything's okay.
Okay.
Oh, I need to put this on members. I'm giving y'all too much tea for free.
That's a lot. Yes, it's a lot. I think that anything that makes you feel guilt-free. I know.
Damn, listen, don't do it. Well, okay, what were you going to say anyway? I feel like you were going to say don't do it too, but go ahead.
I agree with the people. Why take yourself there? And because that is that over optimism that is a part of that Sag energy. And you have to tame that and focus it in the right areas, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And so if it's not, ask yourself, why are you doing that? Why would you want to do that? What's
Yeah.
calling to you to say
Well,
that and to feel
now I
that?
don't want to do it because you said
Yeah.
no. Whatever reasoning that I had, I don't have it no more. Y'all
Right? And to
answered it.
see
Okay.
when you say it out loud, you say it to a bunch of people and they hear you, you're like, well, damn, that didn't sound very motivating.
The way y'all shut me down, okay. Ronnie said it best. Let them come to you. And here's the thing: it's not that we're gonna be cool, we're gonna be friends or whatever. Like nothing happened. It's just kind of like you know what? Now that I'm not in that space to where they don't have that succubus with them anymore. It's kind of like, well, it's there's really no problem. And and just like I said, like I don't wish anything bad on them. I wish them the best. I honestly do. I'm one of those people, it's the Sagittarius in me. I forgive so easy, but when I cut you off, I cut you off. Now it's kind of like, hey, I could see them tomorrow and be all like, oh, how are you doing? And then, go about my business. But it's not just, I need to go after them. I just don't have it in me,
Well, the optimism in Sag is maybe it'll work out this time, right? So that is, so you have to, but ask yourself, then have that follow-up question, but will it really though? Will it really?
Right. And yesterday I was serious. Even though I blocked the judge lady, I was serious about like all the hate that I have for everybody. I let it go because I want them to have peace in their heart.
But you let the hate that you might, the disdain, let's go ahead and say that, right?
Okay,
The disdain that
yeah.
that you might have for someone, right? You might drop it, but do you really drop it? No, you drop it knowing that they are going to do something else later on down the road. And we've kind of seen the trend. I'm not like, I hate to put you on blast, but we hear.
Go ahead. I love being dragged, so go ahead.
But we've seen it with several different content creators, right? You have us as AT-tubers over there visiting people and channels that we know this is not going to end up well, but we go anyways, right? And then even when we say, don't do it, Hammer, don't do it, you still do it, right? So there's that that optimism that pushes you each time to do that. And that works in certain instances. For example, in your channels. It works when you push the envelope. It works when you're overly optimistic. It works when you're going out and doing things in politics and covering the investigation that you want and teaching the lessons that you want. Do you want us seeing you learn your lessons, or do you want us to see you teach what you've learned? And that is a very Sagittarian characteristic.
Oh, I almost feel like I'd rather teach you my lessons, but then in some sick, twisted way, I like y'all watching me learn my lessons. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be honest. In some sick, twisted way, I like you guys watching me learn my lesson because I can't even lie and say no because AT2, why do you keep doing it? Like, really? I mean, like, nah, what are you talking about? Like, this is what I want to say in my head, right? But in reality, when you broke it down like that, how much, like, I have put you through, Kay, and, like, you still support me, like, and a lot of you who've been around forever, but the way y'all still support me and see me each time learn my lesson, listen, if y'all unsubscribe to me today, I would definitely understand. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, we're off donuts, right? Like we We don't do that. We don't drink brown liquor no more.
Right. Well, Ronnie did tell me that I was going to get my soul snatched, but listen, I don't plan on drinking or being around that person anytime soon, so I should be fine. But yeah, so we're off of that, and we off of brown liquor. We off of that too.
Brown liquor. We off going across the pond. You know, we're not playing with big cats no more.
Oh no cat lady. No, we're not playing with big cat.
You know. So we have seen you learn some things, and we've learned some things, you know, along the way of what to do and what not to do. I've learned a lot of things from you. I mean, I'm so glad I met you a couple of years ago, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just important. It's kind of cool to have this conversation here out in the public on Front Street. That, you know, you want us to see you learn your lessons. And so.
Yeah, when you said that, like I was like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. Like I want to be the one teaching, but really I'm the one where you guys have helped me and like have taught me so many things, because each time y'all warn me and I don't listen. This about the Cheryl and Peril thing, okay, y'all got me. I'm going to stay away from that. You know, I'm just going to let that be. None of that, oh, let me just reach out and just check, because then that leads to other things. So, you know, you guys are right about that. And still, no hate to them or anything like that. They just, my subscribers just know that AT2 will then be all like, oh, that means we're good. So, you know, it's no point in that.
Right. Yes, it's beneficial. It's in your best interest and our best interest as supporters of your channel for you to, you know, refrain from doing that. So stick to the plan.
Yeah, because again, I can't ever see me being cool with Powder, and then with the judge, that is completely like, I'm not even going, like after today, like I'm really done, because you just listen. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking accountability. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying sorry. But the thing is, you actually have to mean it. And if you don't mean it, then why are we doing this endless circle going round and round if you don't mean it? So, yeah, AT2, you got to be done with that. So AT2 is done from here on out. And I blocked everything. So you guys don't have to worry about that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be getting dragged tomorrow too, Kay. So I'm sorry.
Oh, no. No.
That country heifer was over there. Oh yeah, and Mr. Powder is gonna drag Ronnie too. Ronnie gonna get dragged by Powder, and then you gonna get dragged by the judge. So you're welcome.
Hammer on done. All right. Well,
thank you, Kay, for coming up. I appreciate you so much.
Same here. Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Oh man, that was a good show, y'all. I like that. So I'm gonna have to clip that part with Ronnie, and then I'm gonna clip the part with Kay too as well. Oh man, thank you, ladies, for coming up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the show. We talked about a lot. Again, no hate to Storm, no hate to Love Jones. Hopefully, whatever is going on, they're amicable. Is that the word, y'all? Amicable, and you know, just move on from it. You know, it does seem like Storm's ignoring it. Love Jones said she was just going to talk about it that one time, make her money, which is smart. I don't blame you, and then move on from it. Now, I will say this: if there's any update or inkling, and they go online and start slandering each other, we'll be here to talk about it. But other than that, y'all, we love both parties. Wish them the best. Again, thank you to Ronnie. Thank you to Kay. Shout out to all the AT-tubers in the chat. Thank y'all for all the love and support. I appreciate y'all. But we out of here. Deuces. Oh, damn, we didn't even play the outro.